Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of Java or espresso. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Tina Valentina is the host, you see. She's as classy as she can be. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. I say rise and shine, get up and go. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Grab a cup of coffee or espresso with the Long Island Breakfast Club show. Another cup of Java or espresso. Another cup of coffee or hot cocoa. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show. It's the Long Island Breakfast Club show.
Yeah, love that guy.
Good afternoon, everybody. It is Thursday, my favorite day of the week. We all know that today is Patriot Day and National Day of Service and Remembrance. For many of us, September 11th began like any other weekday. We went to work, our children went to school, we shopped, we had coffee, we went to the drive-thru. But we felt disbelief when it all happened. An accident, perhaps a miscalculation, the second plane, and our disbelief was just very hard to take. So today we have some wonderful people here. We're here to talk to a few of them that have been involved. And I'm going to start to introduce quickly Dennis Kara, who does tons of work in DJing, right?
Karaoke, DJ, music, bingo, yes.
Okay, and also does very good DJing with some American songs from time to time. And everybody knows Stephen Castleton, who I am so happy to have here. He's such a philanthropist and the Army, and I met you about 6 years ago, maybe 7, with
something like
so many different people. I did an event at 911 with Ladder 12 when my girlfriend lost her husband, and I got in trouble because I took the fireman's hat home because I wanted to make a big cake, and I didn't tell anyone. I just said, "Oh, take this hat." Well, forget about what happened. The cops came to my house, the fire chief came to my house. My husband was home, I wasn't, and he said, "I don't know anything my wife did."
Was that the first time you ever shoplifted?
And it was, I never knew that you could. I was trying to surprise them with a big cake for the next event. So that was kind of funny and scary. Now I know you don't touch a fireman's hat.
Yeah.
And then we have these beautiful people here. What a nice couple, Jenny and Stefan Hespeler.
Right.
And your organization is?
Operation Best.
So we have such a nice group of people today on this sad day, but I'm sure we're going to talk about some good things that are coming out of it. And I'm happy that you both came. How do you like the studio?
Love it.
It's great.
This is great.
It's like Long Island's best kept secret, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And Bobby Lucera, who runs this beautiful studio, is always here if anybody needs a video, wants to have their own podcast, just needs an audio. His prices are great. And we love when they come here, people just can't believe that from the outside, when you walk in, you're like a job.
Yeah, for sure.
So Dennis,
Yes.
now you're just telling me that you met me already, and
I met you,
I did
yes.
not realize that was you.
Yes. Met you at an event.
In a bar, of course.
Of course, in a bar.
But I'm not a bar person. I was at a fundraiser.
So you say. Yes, I was DJing an event for somebody's rebirth day, meaning they got their heart transplant.
Yeah, Jennifer Lentini, who's been on the show about 3 times.
Yes,
So it's such a small world.
Very famous in Long Island.
Yes, she's a beautiful lady.
Yes. And while we were doing that, you came in. Somebody had to get the manager to reach a chair from the basement.
Yes, because I'm always bossing people around. I need a chair.
The place was so crowded, there was nothing to have.
Yes.
And none of these lazy people would get up to give you a chair. So
And you did.
I got you a chair. Yes.
So, but I did recognize you. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
So where do you play? What let you take over.
I do karaoke, musical bingo, a little DJing for parties, things like that. Right now, I'm doing 4 nights a week of karaoke, Wednesday through Saturday. Wednesdays at Bricks Bar in East Meadow, Thursdays, I alternate between Ridgewood Station Tavern and Wantor, and tonight I'll be at Station House, it's a new place on Front Street in East Meadow. Fridays for 11 years, I've been at Finish Line in Levittown. Thank God I remember the names. I almost
I don't even know about Finish Line. I never heard of it.
It's in the CVS Plaza on Wantor Avenue.
I know where it is. Yeah, I'll have to go
People are
check it
dying
out.
to get in because there's no shade funeral.
Oh.
And Saturdays I alternate between New Bar, which is in Farmingdale, and Whiskey Reds in East Meadow.
So you're very busy.
I'm very busy.
Oh, that's
I tried.
great.
I tried.
So now you do karaoke, so I'm sure you get a lot of people making fun of themselves, or
Oh, no
As
one wants
we
to
would
make
say.
fun of themselves. They all want
they
to sound
think they're
great.
great, right? But they're not.
Oh,
Right?
they are. Excuse me. Everybody's great. Everybody's great. It is not a bad singer.
Oh, that's funny. And you have a lot of people come to watch and do the karaoke, right?
Sometimes they're just bar people who get stuck watching.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they're there.
They're there and they're too drunk to get out and walk and
Okay.
leave. So yes, we get them that way.
So what's your favorite place? You can't say. Your favorite drink?
My favorite. I don't really drink much, so I can't say that. But I've learned. I just recently started doing the espresso martini, which I'm falling in love with. And
Really?
Yeah, I like that for some reason.
See, I'm a cosmopolitan. I'd love to have 3, then I'm out of control. But I love a cosmopolitan.
Can I get 3 cosmopolitans?
Yes.
And what about you? What's your favorite drink?
Ice cold cosmopolitan.
Yeah. Okay.
Or I make Bellinis
I like
with,
Bellinis,
but
yeah.
with pomegranate juice.
Oh, that's
You add
delicious.
pomegranate juice to it.
Very
When I
nice.
was in the Middle East, I got addicted to pomegranate.
Yeah, well,
juice.
that is. It feels good in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
And what about you, hon?
I don't drink much, so I'm going to say coffee.
Coffee. All
That's my
right.
go-to.
Are you a Starbucks lady?
No.
No, I know what I'm not either. I mean, I'll go, but I like the frappuccino with the ice.
Yeah.
And my friend.
I'd have to go with an IPA beer.
He's a beer guy.
Beer. Yeah. Well, beer,
Kind of
you
thing.
can get all kinds of different beers.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'd have like a vodka.
So
like soda or
speaking of
something.
beer, we don't have beer, but we have to have a salute today. Actually, I'll let you give the salute in honor of 9/11 to the work you do.
Just very simply, never forget.
Absolutely.
Everybody on the show gets Italian bread because this show is about community. So
Mhm.
you're all going home with homemade Italian bread today.
Okay, where's the
That
sauce?
doesn't happen often.
Was
You
it made
can't
by an
take bread
Italian?
home
You
without
mean the
sauce.
gravy?
Not Sunday.
You mean
Yes.
the gravy?
But the reason is that
No,
you have
gravy is
to
on top.
share it with someone you love, or your dog, or anybody you live with, or your neighbor, because that's how we blend. We just believe in the community.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Thank you.
this is an Italian thing, you know. My father said you break the bread with everyone.
Yeah.
And the way I met Gary Melius at Okee Castle was bringing him a loaf of Italian bread 10 years ago, and we've been friends since.
There you go.
And I was going to interview for a job there, but I had to go up the stairs, you know, a lot, and I guess that was part of the interview. And my shoe fell off my toe and went down the steps. So in my book, there's a chapter on how I met Gary Melius, and it was Cinderella losing her shoes.
And the shoe's still there at the bottom
Right,
of the stairs.
but
Yeah.
we remained friends, and he's a great guy. So, you know, life happens, things happen for a reason.
For
Yeah.
sure.
So what's your favorite song that you play? Is there a
My
favorite?
favorite. Well, I'm not much of a singer myself, so when I do have to start up, it's usually "Can't Help Falling in Love with
Oh.
Elvis Presley,"
Mhm.
Love
because I
that
have
one.
nothing but a deep voice. I don't hit high notes, so I'm safe at that. Another one was "I Feel Good," James Brown, when I want to rock out a little bit.
Very nice. Well, Jerry Ferretti in Lindenhurst has an Elvis stay in the park there, right by the
Oh,
Belfast.
Yeah.
Twice a year in the summer, and we were just there, and it was fabulous. It was actually cool, and we had a great time listening to me. Some Elvis impersonator, it really is.
great.
But he does a lot of great things. So we'll have to invite you to one of his things because he's a great, great man. So I think we're going to go over to you, and I'm going to let you take over. I have a beautiful bio of this man, Steve Castleton. I couldn't read the whole thing. It took too long. But I know that you were a civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army for many, many years. And now you are a philanthropist that works with, I'd say, 2,000 people a year, maybe 4,000. I mean, you work with so many people.
Well, I also do events for 80,000 people.
I know.
Mhm.
How many people work for you? You got to have a lot to do that.
I do a lot of it by myself,
Mhm.
but when it comes to, for instance, all the New York Jet games,
Yeah.
there's an amazing staff led by Jack and Tracy.
Yeah.
And every time I come up with a different idea of something to do at the games to honor the military,
Which is
for
wonderful.
example, over the last 15 years that I've been doing it, we've brought comp between the military and first responders, paid for by Woody Johnson, over 10,000 to the games. For a Military Appreciation Day,
Jeez.
for Salute to Service games, for first responder games.
Mhm.
We've organized flag football games all over the world in Iraq, Afghanistan, Djibouti, Okusa, Japan.
Jeez.
Next year, we're actually doing a game with 5 NATO nations, active duty military from each.
You must
Playing
have a
flag
lot of
football.
points on your
Oh, I got a
to
lot of
travel everywhere.
Where do you want to go?
I'm thinking it might be good. We could go somewhere.
But it all has to do with serving members of the military and the first responders. For me, it's very personal. Between my 3 children served a combined 54 years in the Army. My stepfather, I grew up in a house with an Italian Marine cop from the Bronx.
Mm.
So you got the look, but you learn certain things. You
Right.
learn to do the right thing.
Right.
And that's the biggest thing he always said.
Mhm.
And one of the things I always believe, and that's one of the reasons I talked to you about
Operation
Jennifer,
Best.
Jenny and Stefan about coming on, is about the need to do more about suicide and attempted suicide in a veteran and first responder community. On 9/11, everybody knows the number was 343 from the fire department.
Right.
However, over 400 have died since from 9/11 causes. NYPD lost 23 on 9/11, but about 400 died since then on 9/11 causes. But what people aren't talking about, between our veteran community alone, you hear politicians say there were 22 attempts a day
Mhm.
of suicide. I hate to say this, but what happens is when politicians hear that number, they look at it, it's less than half of one per day per state.
Mhm.
So our federal politicians don't do enough. They're getting better. Under President Trump, I got to admit, they're getting much, much better.
Yes. Love
But
Trump.
there's 32 attempts per completed suicide. That means in our veteran community, over 800 attempted suicides a day. A day. Over 292,000 a year.
Mhm.
Politicians don't talk about it
Right.
because that's a number that will force them to do anything.
Right.
What's the causes? Food insecurity, number one. A man's brought up, provide for your family. If you can't give enough food to your child and your child wants a separate hot dog, that hurts.
How do you say no?
Exactly.
Right.
How do you say no? The VA has done a horrible, horrible job when it comes to taking care of our veterans with PTSD and
Mm.
homelessness. It is starting to get better. One of the groups that I've done a lot of work with, Sean Hannity actually introduced me to them over 20 years ago, Tunnel to Towers,
Mhm.
is now opening up most unbelievable shelters you've ever seen.
That's terrific.
Veteran villages for veterans to get off homelessness. But the key is not to give them a place to stay for the day, to help them learn to
How?
get off homelessness,
Right.
to train them, to give them counseling, to give them what they need.
It's a lot for one person. The hours that have to go into training them is a lot.
It's a lot, but when the veteran sees it and the veteran gets to give back, because that's the thing, the veteran doesn't want something for free.
Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
At Tunnel to Towers, a veteran can volunteer for a lot of things. When the Tunnel to Towers run first started, I believe the first year was around 3,000 participated. There's more than 3,000 volunteers
That's
working for the
fabulous.
run because there's about 30,000 participating in the run. So what they do is just absolutely unbelievable. Then you got groups like Long Island Cares. I actually funded Long Island Cares Veterans Thanksgiving and Christmas program,
Oh,
where we provide turkeys, hams, all the fixing and things like that. I funded it with $100,000 personally, so the veterans and their families would get food around the holidays. Then you have another organization like Paws of War. Paws of War does great, where they actually rescue a lot of the dogs that are
right.
left overseas that a veteran might have had as one of their service dogs, and they bring them back and they pair them with the veteran, so you're saving 2 lives at a time.
Yeah. Mhm.
But there's also a lot of charities that say they're doing the right thing and the people involved in it, it gets a little shaky sometimes.
Well, it does. It does.
But years ago, as an example, I met Stefan and Jenny through a friend of ours at an event at Warrior Ranch.
Mhm.
And we became friends and we started talking and I got involved with them. And I'm very open about the difference they can make with somebody contemplating suicide. 5 years ago, I was in the hospital paralyzed for 29 days.
Oh my gosh.
It took me, once I got out, I was walking with a walker for about 6-7 months, then with a cane for over a year.
Mhm.
I had some very, very dark thoughts.
Well, yeah, sure.
I really, really did. But then they got me to participate in one of their runs. And I ran the 5K. I finished the 5K. It wasn't pretty. I think it took me an hour and a half, something like that.
Nobody's counting, Steve.
But the point was,
You did it.
from that day, and they could tell you, I became a different person because I finished it. And I've run it 3 times
And
since,
you
twice
tried
in the,
it?
in the
Right.
polar plunge. But I'm here in a large part
Due to that.
thanks to the two of them.
Mhm. Which
And
is,
that's why I want to introduce Jenny and Stefan from Operation
Thank
Vest
you.
because they saved a lot of other veterans
and I'm sure,
and they saved
doing
me.
it all
I'm
the
very
time.
open about that.
yes, and they're probably doing it all the time.
Hmm.
So, let's talk about what you do, and then we're going to come back, and I think we're going to hear some music.
Oh,
You
great.
did, all right. So, how did it start?
So it's funny. In 2016, through a Facebook challenge, a 22 push-up challenge, I learned that at that point, according to a recent VA study, that over 22 veterans at that time were dying by suicide per day. And I took that personal. I didn't serve in the military, but I always had a deep appreciation for those that did. My twin brother's a Marine. My dad served in the Army, and multiple families came from a veteran and first responder background. So not knowing that some of our veterans are suffering, I took that personal. So it was just a 22 push-up challenge for 22 days and extended for 44. And then I decided to do it for a year. But during that time, felt like we wanted to do a little more. So we partnered with a national nonprofit, and we started an event called the Dog Tag Run, which is
Dog tag
a dog
one?
tag run, which we host in June every year.
Mhm.
And with the funds that we raised from that event, it was going to a national nonprofit. We were volunteers with the organization.
Mhm.
But we found over the years of working with them that we wanted to see the tangible results of the effort within our community. So we formed in 2020, we formed Operation Vest. Now the money that we raise from our dog tag run that we host in June and the 22-degree running plunge that we host in January, we raise locally and the money stays locally. We partner with local nonprofits to help them with their programs to help
For
veterans.
people that are suicidal?
Yeah, or just to help them find a different way to connect back into the community. Because there's a
Okay.
disconnect from what they did in the service and now what they're doing at home.
It's
Try
a
to
big
bridge that
change.
gap, but
Yeah, change
create-
is very difficult.
yeah, and we try to connect them with resources within our local community through the networks and connections we made through Steve and other great people on the island doing a lot of great
Mhm.
things. We are lucky because Suffolk County is home to the largest veteran population in New York State, and with that, there are a lot of resources, and
Yeah.
Nassau is right behind it, number 2 or 3. But I say that there are a lot of veterans. There are more resources that are available within our Long Island community compared to another state where they're really far apart.
Do the veterans really know what's available, everything to them?
Probably not.
That's
No.
what I'm
Mostly no.
thinking. Yeah, they
They
don't.
don't.
No, the communication between the VA is horrible.
Mhm.
It really, really is horrible. They need to do so much more
Mhm.
when it comes to supporting the veterans and cutting down on the attempted suicides.
Mhm.
And what happens also with the numbers, a couple of reasons why the numbers that the public hears are phony. Number one, it doesn't include the National Guard.
Mhm.
That's not in those numbers. But what happens also, a lot of communities, the medical examiner, local police departments, this is like Mayberry. Quite frankly, you'll say, oh, it was an accidental drug overdose.
Yeah.
Somebody took a bottle of Vicodin. That's not accidental.
Right.
Somebody drove into a tree drunk on purpose. That's not accidental.
Mhm.
So the numbers really are much higher. So if we work on cutting down the attempts, that will automatically cut down the completed suicide.
And is there like a number that you have that's associated when people are trying to commit suicide that they refer you?
Well, we are not a crisis
Right.
organization. We refer
You have to
to
be positive. Right.
yes, we refer to 988 if someone's in crisis.
Right.
For
Mhm.
them to get immediate assistance.
Yeah, and we
Either
have a
family, Sorry.
I was just going to say we have a couple of local connections that we would connect them with,
Okay.
since we're not mental health professionals.
Right.
But
to allude to what Steve had said with reducing the number of attempts according to the CDC, for every completed suicide, there are over 30 attempts. This is just what's reported. And multiply those numbers by the year, like she said, we're talking over 250,000 attempts. That's just veteran population.
well,
alone.
you
Yeah.
can go back to your push-ups since you do 22 a day for
Yeah.
almost.
Well, what is that
what's
now?
that
Is a
number
push-up
now?
plan or?
No, so the 22 push-up challenge is really to raise awareness of the veterans that are dying by suicide.
Right.
You record a
Okay.
video of yourself and post it on social. But April was 9 years, and I've been doing it every day since. So
Really?
this April will be 10 years.
That's why you look so good.
I haven't missed a day, but it's really just a reminder of what's going on.
Mhm.
And what were you just saying?
No, the total number of push-ups that you've done.
Yeah,
because
since I
each one is
started, we're talking
equivalent
over
to-
75,000.
What?
But it's a sad statistic because that's the number of
Right.
veterans
That's
that have
sad.
died by
Right.
Yeah,
suicide.
I mean, it's,
It's
and it's
equal to
and it's
that,
underreported, like Stephen mentioned.
mm.
So
And also back to something that Steve had mentioned about, kind of covering up or saying, oh, it was a car accident, oh, it was an overdose, and not calling it a suicide. It's only further enforcing the stigma that surrounds.
And is that because of the families? They don't want it out
yes, yes,
Could
and that's understandable. But the way to affect a change is to bring it to the forefront
there? Right.
and say this is an issue that needs to be addressed, and we all need to chip in and make a difference here. So
Right.
Yeah, and
Another thing, could you do anything with teens in high school? Or no, that's separate because it's not military. Or you
right.
still do that with teens or no?
I think this is still an opportunity to
Yeah.
educate, or I wouldn't use the word educate, but to inform of the statistics that
Yeah.
what our veterans are
Yeah,
going
like
through.
PTAs might. be
well, and you also
interested
have
in
a
that.
lot of kids participating in your runs.
Right, we have a lot of volunteers from local schools,
That's great.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and really see the impact of
And people are all coming
Exactly.
and the families come together.
Right.
It runs usually.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like with our runs, they're community events, and it brings people out. It gets people together, especially the event that we have in January.
Mhm.
It's a 2.2-mile run walk and a polar plunge. So we kind of started that post-COVID just to get people out of the house and interacting with each other again.
So a polar plunge, all right, what is it? You plunge into something?
So
you
it's
hit
a Great South
somebody,
Bay.
what do you do?
Yep,
It's
ten-
the Great South Bay.
Yep. 10 a.m. We have a 2.2 mile
Oh, you're
run
right
walk.
in the water.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep, 2.2 mile
dressed?
run walk at 10.
Yes.
Some people are. We've seen people go in there with a little Speedo, and you see people with a wetsuit.
Yeah.
It depends on whatever you want. Just
I'm
just
sure
be a
that
part of it.
must be like a great
Yeah.
enlightening feeling when you just
Oh,
go in the
it's
water.
invigorating.
January.
It
It's
is. We can
crazy.
show you some video that's really great just to see people's faces.
You should
you
come
know.
back in January before then, whatever
Sure,
the date is. And
sure.
But the
We'll
trick
talk
is
about it.
with the ice water is like neoprene socks, like the wetsuit socks. So when you go in the water, you come out, your feet are numb. So with the wetsuit socks, you're fine. So if you step on a rock,
Right. So,
Well,
You don't
yeah.
feel it
You could
until
also
after.
come and do the plunge.
Yeah, no.
I mean, we have a couple bottles of this beforehand.
Oh,
Maybe.
you should
Yeah.
come. You should come. We would love for you to say a
maybe
few
we
words.
will. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be nice.
But the whole point of those community events is like just to get people out there and
Connect.
but it's also a very heavy subject, obviously,
Yes, of
suicide.
course it is.
So we try to support and raise awareness as positively as possible. But he will always speak before the event, and we get serious for a second
Of
because
course
it's
you do.
important
Yes.
for those teenagers that are at the event, everyone to know that this is a thing. This is what our military and first responders are facing.
Right. And for the teenagers now, it's terrible every time we hear of something like that.
Mhm.
And the poor parents, I mean, they didn't even know. How does that happen when your kid lives with you and you don't even know how depressed he is? But it does.
Some of the signs are not visible.
Well, some of the signs also, and this is the worst part, people ignore.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they'll be okay.
Right.
Instead of reaching out to them. Yes, some veterans aren't willing to talk about it right away.
Right.
But when you mix the veterans together with other veterans,
It comes
that's
out.
where they're going to start talking about it. And you'll see one buddy helps another buddy.
Yep.
They become each other's battle buddy
Yeah.
while they're back because they're going to watch out for each other.
Exactly.
I get calls every week from different veterans I know who are having a bad day.
Yeah.
And we'll sit and talk, and the conversation can go in 100 different ways,
Mhm.
but they know it's somebody they could talk to.
Mhm.
And again, there's a lot of really good charities out there
Yes.
that'll do things, and there's a lot of great businesses also that'll do things. For instance, one Texas Roadhouse in Deer Park.
Oh, yes. Mhm.
Every Veterans Day, we give out certificates to veterans where they can get a steak dinner, a chicken dinner, rib dinner, hamburger, a whole bunch of other things. Come back, and the certificate's good to May 30th.
That's great.
And last year we gave out 1,500 of them. This year we're doing something different. We're actually gonna, for any veteran who comes, they'll be able to get a flu shot for free. Catholic Health is setting it up. And Paws of War is also going to be there. Paws of War is going to provide, you just have to make the appointment and show your
Veteran status.
your veteran status and also your pet's health record, so the vet knows. And they're going to give free vaccines.
Oh, that's
But
terrific.
there will also be other groups there. Long Island Cares is going to provide baskets of food. General Needs is going to give brand new branch hats to every veteran. Suffolk County Police Department is going to be there offering support.
It's a big day over there,
Suffolk
too.
County Veteran Services is going to be giving support.
Is that all in January, or when is that?
No,
That's
it's-
November 11th. That's
Oh.
the real Veterans Day.
Oh,
It
right.
starts at
Coming
10 officially till 2. But the way with my friend Robert Perez, who's the managing partner there, it's grown so big that we actually at 8 a.m. we have veterans showing up because we're giving them coffee and iced tea and biscuits. And one of the women there, Sister Manager Cash, makes homemade cupcakes.
Oh, they love that.
Well, it becomes a bull session for the veterans. And they'll come back and you see the veterans sit there smiling, talking to friends they haven't seen in years.
Yes.
There's been times where veterans who haven't seen one another since they were deployed together.
Wow, that's
Oh my God, you're
unbelievable.
here. And it's a great
Sure,
like that.
it's so full of life and
Because it's a
smiling.
business,
Everyone's probably smiling and catching up.
and it's a
Feel good.
business reaching out. You see a bit local businessmen reaching out. You know,
Right.
same thing with our Little Italy in West Islip, Johnny and Jay. I mean, the way they treat veterans and first responders, they treat every veteran and first responder walks in their door is like they're a hero. And
No,
that's
they
how
are.
they really, and they are. Because you know what? We're here able to do this radio show because of the sacrifice of so many veterans.
Right.
People forget that.
Mhm.
People take for granted so much that we have every day in this
Very
nation.
true.
The football games, the basketball games, all the other crazy things we have, they take for granted the sacrifices not just the veterans made,
Mhm.
but their families.
Yeah.
Because if you're a first responder, if you're a policeman, if you're a fireman, when you walk out the door, your family is walking out with you, wondering, are they coming back?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
for
I,
sure.
And that's what happens.
it's a
And
tough one.
you know, Justin talked about his brother, but he didn't talk about his brother who got a medal from the president.
Yeah,
He
my-
told me on the way in,
It
but
did,
yeah,
yeah.
why
My,
don't you
my,
bring
my
that
twin
up?
brother Justin.
I
who's
think we
a-
have some awards, Bobby, that we can show that the organization got from Operation Vest. We have an award, a picture of the lovely couple, Jenny and Stefan. Yeah, the proclamation.
Oh yes, that was from Suffolk County Legislature. That was very nice.
Yes.
Yeah, my twin brother Justin is
And
a.
look at how great you guys look there.
Ah,
Were you in the White House or what?
It was Photoshop.
No. This
for that
is
one.
Suffolk County Legislature. That's legislator Steve Flotterin.
Yes.
yeah, but my twin brother received the Presidential Medal of Valor from the President of the United States
Oh, that's
a
amazing.
year and a half ago for saving a baby in Canarsie, and the baby survived because of Justin's brave
nice.
work. So I'm honored to call him a brother. He's also an FDA. He's also a United States Marine,
Oh,
retired.
terrific.
But yeah, one thing, if I could jump back, one thing I want to mention with camaraderie, one of the things we noticed with Paws of War, we were very close with, we work with regularly, just seeing the veterans and the first responders creating a bond between putting their service, their dogs through their service dog
that's
training
huge.
program.
Yes,
What a community it builds.
it does. It does. And then
And
they
for
have
each
these
other.
events too where they bring the dogs in and everything
Yeah.
at the Garden City Hotel. I know I went to one of them once.
Yeah.
It's pretty special.
Yeah.
It's terrific. So what's next for you? Is you just growing, and what are you looking for from the public?
Well, we are also part of the Suffolk County Veteran. Our June event is part of the Suffolk County Veterans Run Series, and that's a series of events within on Long Island from May until Veterans Day, and they raise funds for specific charities. And so we're part of the steering committee for that, and then we just pretty much look to really outside of our main events in June and January. We just try to support where we can locally with the other organizations.
So if people want to reach you, do they go to your website? How
Yeah.
do they reach you?
They can do that directly on our website. There's
Which
a
is-
contact
what is
us
it?
form, operationvest.org.
OperationVest.org. Check it out.
Yeah, you could also email at info@operationvest.org.
And you
that'll
can
go to
also
both of
reach
us.
me if you have any interest in being a volunteer. You always need volunteers.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Or you want to sponsor a special event, you could reach me through them. And
Mm-hmm.
if you have an idea that's unique and different,
Right.
you know, different sells, and something crazy sells, sometimes something a little wacky. I believe in wacky.
Like a polo plunge.
Yes, exactly. So
Right.
what do you think? Dennis, you gonna do the pole plunge?
I lived in Florida for many years. That's my polo plunge. I like warm water.
Under 80 degrees.
Yeah.
Polo plunge for you.
There you go.
That's funny. You have a good sunburn. You spend a lot of time at the beach?
No,
That must be your Irish or
it's
something.
like driving.
Yeah, because Irish men, they get red right away. I know. Yesterday, Patrick, my friend, went out and he came home, you look red. He goes, how do you like my tan? I'm like,
You
I
burn.
don't understand. You get so red in 25 minutes.
Staying red means no one knows when I'm mad.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still also if you have a red face, some people say it's because you have a few, you know what.
Right.
But Italians don't get red, they just get tan. So, you know,
I
it's
get red.
different. Yeah. So what do you have to show us? I know you brought some
Oh, I
stuff.
have, if I'm right, I have a video of a mixed video of 4 people singing in the video of one of my shows. They're very good singers, and you can show it. And
Bobby, what do you
there you
have for a friend here? Dennis.
There we go.
It's kind of dark there. A lot of things can happen in the dark. That's what I thought. Yes. Pretty cool. Now, who's
He's very happy over there.
Those 2 people. Always we see
I know
someone
her
together.
name.
Amazing.
Joyce Campbell. Which restaurant was it?
That's a finish up. Wasn't a finish up. It's a bar. That's good. A friend of mine. Okay, hope you find it out. Didn't realize you're there.
I say a lot of things happen in karaoke. A lot of things happen. Yeah.
Not having a good time.
Well, after you start going, you know, when I first lost my husband, I was, why don't you just go hang out in the bar? And I did. And I'm like, oh my God, things are different. What could go on? We're at the bar, underneath the tap over there. Very funny. Oh,
I'm getting all these people.
you will. Yeah, what's your website?
I'm KARAOKE. On Instagram, I'm Okee Kara. All right.
So now, what's the one?
That's Instagram. Yeah, Jim does that. Yeah.
Sample cookies.
Okee Kara.
I really get creative now with the name.
Well, I put it up wrong, so I put it. Then karaoke. That's these people. They're trying to get you. Very nice. And you have another one, or no? Is that it?
Yeah, another one was a party we did. If you want to show that.
No, I think we can skip
Okay.
on that. But you have any? You're looking for clients?
Who doesn't look for
Always.
clients? Always,
Mhm.
always come on down. And, say you saw the show, I'll buy you your first drink. You come
There you
down.
go. Hey, we
How
got
about
free
that?
drinks. We'll go
There you
tomorrow.
go. I also do musical bingo. I do it usually for parties. I'm trying to find a bar that wants to do it. I don't really have a clientele. I did it for a little while, but everybody just wants to sing.
It needs
So
to
it's
be in a
hard to do.
restaurant,
I
not
did
a bar.
Well, my
because-
bricks I was doing has food
Oh, I know
also.
Bricks.
Yeah, they have food. They
Yeah.
have amazing food. We did it for the first hour and the 3 hours of karaoke. But after a while, we started up great, and everybody just wanted to do karaoke, only karaoke.
You can't
So-
park at Bricks. Every time we went, we couldn't get a spot.
Spots there.
Well,
Thanks,
don't
Mark.
forget,
Yeah.
I'm paying, so I
Oh,
have to
okay.
have good parking.
Yeah, maybe like the AMVETs or the VFWs, that might like be a fun event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I'll give you guys my
definitely.
card, so
For
if you
sure.
need me, we'll do something
That
with it.
sounds
Work something out.
interesting.
Captive
That'll help you
audience.
out.
Yeah.
St. Mary's in Lynbrook.
Yeah, St.
Yeah,
Mary's in Lynbrook.
I do a bingo for the Beagle Group. It's a retired teachers organization.
Mhm.
I've done it with Bay Club. I've done it with a few churches already around.
Well, that's a good one, yeah.
Yeah.
They're always looking for stuff between in the winter when it gets quiet and people
Yeah.
don't go out.
In October in Bricks, we're actually doing another bingo for the Beagle Club.
Oh,
Beagle,
all right. That's good to
retirement.
know. All right. Well, people, you want to make sure you get in touch with him. He's available and he'll do just about anything. on the
That's what
thing,
my
right?
girlfriend says. I'll do just about anything.
Is she part of your team?
She's the one who made the video. She does all the smart stuff that I can't do.
Administrative stuff.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Well, it's always
She's
good
a
to have
nut job,
that.
so she'll come and dance around.
We'll call her the grease behind the wheel.
I put one of the videos on. I hope she'll kill me. So.
Yeah, well, I get it. I get it. Yeah, people sometimes they're very shy. Now, Stephen is not shy.
Me, yeah, I'm trying to come out of my shell.
Yeah, really. He is.
Shell broke when I was like a week old.
Shell shocked.
Shell
So
shock.
let's
yeah.
talk a little bit about, what they're doing with the houses for the people that lost so
Oh, it's
much.
just great. It's where the veterans get to learn for themselves how to survive again.
Jeez.
Especially when a veteran's homeless. A lot of times the veteran, one of the reasons, financial, but also how to take care of themselves. Say you have a veteran who lived with their wife for 50, 60 years, all of a sudden lost them. Sometimes the veteran's lost how to survive. Sometimes it's as simple as they don't know how to cook the right foods for themselves. So they'll learn that. And it goes back to the old adage, if you give somebody a fish dinner, they eat tonight. If you teach them how to fish, they'll eat forever. And that's what separates Tunnel to Towers, the way they're doing it. They're doing it the right way. It's not just
It's
looking
one
for a
whole
quick fix,
project.
a permanent fix.
It's like you have steps
Yep.
in the tunnel to towers.
But one of the
right?
most amazing things they did, we did it twice last year at Jet Games. We brought veterans onto the field, critically injured veterans who we honored as veteran of the game. It's a program I run for the New York Jets.
Mhm.
And we get over 1,000 applications of Medal of Honor, Bronze Star recipients, Silver Star recipients, Distinguished Flying Cross, et cetera. And last year, 2 of the veterans we brought onto the field thought they were being honored to veteran of the game.
Oh,
Frank Silla, while they were out on the field, and Tony Richardson, one of the Jets legends, walked out. Wait a minute, we have one more thing for you. Handed them the key to a custom-built smart home for wherever they want it built.
Wow.
You're talking in some cases, because it's a smart home, voice activated,
whoa.
electronics all over, cameras all over, sprinkler systems, things like this,
Amazing.
and surprise the veterans with it. We're actually going to do it again this year, surprising veterans like that.
That's wonderful. To be
Giants
at
are
that.
going to do it at a game also
Ooh.
this year. And it's just amazing. It's life-changing, but keep something in mind. It's not just life-changing for the veteran. It's life-changing for the veteran's family
Right.
and the veteran's family's family.
And it
Because-
goes on because they're learning to do things so much better.
Well, it's a home that they're comfortable in.
Yeah.
It's not a home where, my wheelchair doesn't
Right.
fit around the door. My kids have to help me in and out of the shower.
Right.
These are made, if
Made
they're
to
lower
order, right?
It's
amputees,
adaptive.
they could roll, it's adaptive, they could roll right into the shower.
Jeez, that's
And
great.
it's just unbelievable. Home Depot is fabulous with that. Home
they
Depot
do.
puts so much money into it. GMC puts a lot of money into it. Fox News is unbelievable, the amount of commercials that Fox runs to help raise money for Tunnel to Towers.
Mhm.
And if you're giving $11 a month, which is what, 2 coffees at Starbucks?
It's true.
Two
When
co-
you think of how much people spend at Starbucks alone,
So think about it. For 2 coffees at Starbucks, giving that to Tunnel to Towers, giving that money every month, you could help a veteran. You could
Yes.
save a veteran's life. You could show a veteran, you sacrificed for us, we got you back.
it's true.
And what's better than $11 a month? What's
Nothing.
$11
That is
a
really
month?
nothing.
It's,
No.
like I said, it's 2 at Starbucks. Now with what the prices are at McDonald's, it's Egg
That's-
McMuffin meal, you
that's
know?
true. That's very
It's-
true.
For an Egg McMuffin meal a month, you could help take care of a veteran.
Mm.
Show a veteran we got your back, because
You got your back.
they went to war for us. They went to defend our freedoms.
Mhm.
They sacrificed for us, and their family sacrificed for
Yeah,
us.
sure. I'm still sacrificing if they have
Whole family service.
problems with the family, you know, whoever's sick and they have to take care of them.
Yep.
Definitely.
Exactly, and it should
Great
be one of
program.
those. things.
I always, well, it's always on, you're always marketing it on TV.
Yep.
And when I watch it every time, I'm like, I can't believe how much they're doing. You know, I mean, and yet it's not enough, right? You need more.
Well, Frank Silla always says, and this is one of the mottos from St. Francis of Assisi:
Mhm.
"Let us do good."
Frank Silver.
And it really is that simple. And like I told you, I grew up in a house with an Italian Marine cop from the
Mhm.
Bronx. And he always told me, do the right thing, which
Yeah.
is the same thing as let us do good. If you
Right.
could, on every day, say you did something good for somebody,
That's a good day.
I mean, that's a
Yep.
great day. But if it's a great day for you because you did it, think of the kind of day it is for the person you
Right.
did it for.
It's just
Yeah.
like buying someone ahead of you a meal behind you, a meal.
Pay it forward.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
I say
You
in
see-
my book, it's every day. Get up, get dressed, show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day. You never know what could happen.
Yep.
Exactly. You
You
see a veteran or a first responder buying an egg sandwich at the bagel place in
Mhm.
front of you. You just say to the guy, I got his.
That's nice. Yeah.
I mean, and just a little thing like that, they're going to walk out there with, wow, somebody appreciates it. It
it
means
does,
so
it
much
has
to them.
caught on, but we need more. I
Yeah.
mean, not everybody.
never
you know,
enough.
I know
Yeah.
it. You know.
Well, the two most important words in the English language that are never used enough are thank you.
Right. It's true.
And especially on a day like 9/11.
Oh,
A
of
day
course.
where so many sacrificed and so many sacrificed since.
Yeah.
Well, the first thing I
We
did
don't say
today
thank
was
you
call
enough.
my friend who lost her future husband. I said, I know it's a rough day for you. And I sent her something to watch that was positive. I said, I don't know if you're going to watch TV, but I did. And I heard his name. So you don't have to watch it today,
Yeah.
you know. And she was happy. And, you know, it's a long time, but it never goes away. You know,
No.
but to do something like that for somebody that has a problem, has experienced it, means a lot to that person. I mean, I've known.
And to their
many-
family. I mean, the veteran or the policeman or the fireman or the first responder comes home and says, somebody bought me lunch today. Their spouse, their child feels great because it's like somebody else appreciated my
Exactly.
Yeah.
dad. Somebody
exactly.
else appreciated my husband. It's not just them doing it.
Well, I
know?
compliment all of you for the work you do, and you know it's not easy, and volunteering is great and it's good for you. But sometimes when you have volunteers, they don't always show up. I know that from my own experience, and you're left holding the bag, but you do it because you have to.
Yep.
And then something else happens, which it works out.
It does.
But there is a lot of stress in it as well.
Mhm.
I know that, and your husband and wife. So it's nice you have each other, but I'm
Right.
sure you could tear each other's hair out once in a while. I mean, it
I
happens.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, you know.
Yeah, but
Did you really do that?
You didn't see me limping
It's
in
a
here.
wig.
But notice how little hair Stefan has
Gee,
now, so that kind
look.
of tells you who's won those
Well,
fights.
What you're talking
Yeah, well, he made mine gray, so we're even.
Yes. People pay a lot of money to look like that. I'm telling you, you have beautiful hair.
Thank you.
Really
Oh, I
nice
thought you
hair.
meant me.
Well, you have to
I
grow
got
it. It's
some.
Not
not
everything's about
it's
you,
too
you know.
short, you know. The hair's too short. That's all.
No,
So
it'd be
you
even
wanna-
kinkier.
You want a little mint? I gave you cookies. I gave
Are
you
you giving
M&Ms.
us
saying
the
something?
hint?
Yeah.
You need one?
No, it's not
No.
it. No, I just happen to like these.
Bad breath on radio.
No, then you go have some. So, you know, we have a few minutes. So, Bobby, do we have the trailer of my new movie? Do we? I don't. We might. And you get a little hint of what it's about. It's called Max, and I play. My name is Graziella.
Hmm.
Here you go, Max. Light and sweet, just the way you like it.
Thank you, Jerry. Jerry makes the best coffee, light and sweet, just the way I like it.
I think you're spending too much time with Lisa.
But Ma, that's because Lisa's my best friend. That's why I always say Lisa and Max, Max and Lisa. You are very talented. You're a very talented person. I've read your stories and they're very good.
What would I do without you, man?
I don't know.
At least I'm Jeff.
Little roller, up along first, behind the bed. It gets through Buckner.
Hello?
Hi, is this Lisa?
Yes.
Lisa.
Max.
Why do you keep bothering me? I just told you I'm looking at the coffee now. Now, why are you getting involved?
Because they were bothering you.
But Ma, I don't need you to stick up for me because I can stick up for myself.
There's something wrong with the world, but there's nothing wrong with you.
What are you doing with this guy?
But Melissa, I cannot dance. You know, I cannot.
Oh yeah, of course you can. Come on. You're doing it. You're doing it.
Don't turn away, show me everything I'm not supposed to see. You see it in my eyes that I won't compromise you.
What's this?
She's never coming back.
You're just not going to have anything in common with her or the people she associates with.
And I must know. I must know this.
Max went to the Met game by himself. I love you, Max.
I did it.
Bravo.
And
Quite
some-
a few parts of that.
Yeah, I'm the
You
mom.
nailed the Italian mom part. I don't know how much work that took, but you nailed it.
It didn't take too much.
The other one too.
The other one, I played a mean mom, which I could do too. You know.
I was wondering about
I
acting.
play I have 4 sons that are bad,
I don't want to be on the receiving end of that.
and a lot of girlfriends that are, some of them are Bhutanas, you know. So, but you should look at the Fontanas on Google. You'll see some clips, and we're on our 2nd series. So they didn't kill me yet, but they killed my husband. They killed my husband at my anniversary party. He
Oof,
died. He had a
that's
heart
rough.
attack.
Oh, he's not swimming with the fish?
No,
No.
but my husband is his name is Jackie Blue Eyes. He's Palminteri's bodyguard.
Okay,
Oh,
Jazz.
okay.
Okay.
Chaz's bodyguard. So he's a lot of fun too, but he's now dead. So
Right.
now they're gonna make me get dementia, and then I'm gonna start dating.
Oh boy.
So it's really funny. It's gonna be
Yeah,
very
yeah,
Gave away the
interesting.
plot.
It's a
Yeah.
spinoff.
Yeah, it's fun. I had a great time doing that too, but that's not up yet. But we'll be showing some clips again.
Is it
soon.
hard to remember lines? I always wondered that about
It's
acting.
hard, but Jerry Ferretti taught me because I
Dementia
never did
especially.
this until I met Jerry,
Hmm.
and now I'm in 5 films. I also play a political one. I was in politics, where I'm the nice lady, and all the girls are getting shitted on, and in the bathroom they all cry to me, and then the boss is a woman who's shitting on the girls, and the men don't get promoted because she's a BI, and I play the good doobie in the politics too, and that's called Crooked, that movie. So I've had a lot of fun.
Nice.
So I recommend to anyone, you want to have some fun, do something different when you're retired, be an extra. And you
Right.
never know what could happen
Mm-hmm.
being an extra. It happened to me.
Fun.
Susan was even in one with me. She played a waitress.
Nice.
Yes. And so we have fun. But you only get free food. You know, you get meals and you get to meet great people, and then something else
Yeah,
happens.
but sometimes that could backfire. I asked my ex-girlfriend to bring in an extra and she'd slap me.
That's unbelievable.
Is this a PG rated show? Like
Not
No,
anymore.
I used to be on channel.
It's now
I
M.
used to be on 115, but they don't let you even say this is $5 if you want to sell it.
Hmm.
So I came off of it. It doesn't pay. They penalize you for everything. So we can say anything we
This
want.
is halfway between 10 and 0.
So the way I say is life is tough, but so are you. Never underestimate the difference that you can make. And let the lives you touch in the hard and good times be brave, be bold, and be beautiful. And that's what this is all about.
Yeah.
And I can't count the number of great people I have met. Everything I do, even the opera now comes here. The opera comes here because when the pandemic happened, they lost all their viewers.
Yeah.
So now this Opera Long Island every month, once a month, you pay $10 in this beautiful church in Huntington. That's it. And it's beautiful. It's just like going to the opera in the city. So there's all these great things. When you help people, things happen.
Yeah.
And so now I have a student that's wants to sing. I said, well, come when the opera comes. We'll introduce you.
Wow.
And that's what we do here.
I
So
was in the opera.
you were?
I was in my grammar school, 6th grade. My teacher knew Leonard Bernstein.
Oh,
He got us in as a chorus. I was in La Boheme, I
how
was in
nice.
Carmen, and I was in
Wow.
Tosca.
You should go to the
I
opera
couldn't
once
sing.
a
I was
month.
the only one who failed, but they wouldn't. They just hid my voice. by
They
throwing
let
me in
you.
there.
They
Yeah.
let you stay.
I was in
Okay.
Costco last week.
When you cry very hard, they'll let you.
They even, if you have a loved one and you want to do something special and she loves opera, you pay them $50 before. They sing whatever you want to your loved one. It's
Aw.
called an aria.
Yeah.
And I learned all this. I never went
Wow.
to opera in my life. But again, it's when you give, you get back.
Right.
And that's what you live every day. I mean, I could never do what you do, but
But I
It's-
get as much out of it.
yes,
That's-
Zaddy.
You know, for instance, at the Jet Salute to Service games, people are like, why do you do it? Why do you do it? And they don't realize what I get out of it.
Yo, I could tell
What the
just by talking to
organization
you.
gets out of it when we see the veterans, the look on their faces.
Absolutely. I saw them at the events when
Yeah.
Eddie sang. That was unbelievable.
Over the last couple of weeks, I actually surprised one FDNY and NYPD veteran, who are now both in the FDNY and NYPD. One was a Marine, and one was actually Command Sergeant Major of
Wow.
the entire Army. And we surprised them. We went to their offices
Oh, wow.
and surprised them and made them veteran of the game for the Jets game.
Oh.
They had no idea why
That's
I was showing up
amazing.
there.
Wow.
Yeah, so in the game I was telling about, the Jet Salute to Service game, is November 9th. We're bringing over 500
Whoa.
active and veterans to the game and their family members.
That's wonderful. Boy, the
Have the
pictures
giant
for that.
flag on the field. We're going to have a flyover, a promotion ceremony,
Oh,
and a whole
wonderful.
bunch of other surprises at the game.
well, it's, it's amazing what you're doing. So it's time to thank our guests who you guys were all lovely. It's such a pleasure working with all of you. I wish you a happy day. And
Yes.
don't forget, tell everyone, watch, like, and share. Right now, I'm in a little Facebook jail because they don't like when you share too much. So I need
That's
everyone to
stupid.
like and Facebook, get me out of Facebook jail. And,
You sure that jail wasn't for what you said you shoplifted before?
yeah, maybe, who knows? But, it's a wrap. And look what we did today. I thought it was great. And Susan, thank you for all the decorations.
Yeah.
We're
Thank you
usually
for
ready
having
for the
us.
fall, but she does. And look at this nice gift I got.
Yes.
The wine?
For
Oh.
you.
Well, the wine is gone. Everybody drank it. Operation
Oh, very
Vest.
Yeah. So
OperationVest.org, everybody.
that's one of our participants' things that we give at the Run and Plunge. So
And look, we all
wanted you to
got
have some.
Operation Vest little bracelets.
Oh,
So
some
one for
poor
you.
babes.
I'll give one to Susan. Thank you very much.
Of course.
And I know that I'm going to hear from you again because you love sitting here.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, free
Sometimes
candy and wine.
Sometimes I need a co-host,
I'm ready.
All right. Well, it's not too far for you. So,
Like, oh,
and
yeah.
I'm going to give you the information on the film festival. You're going to love it.
For sure.
Yeah, and you'll meet great people. You could maybe, pitch some great people. We got Bob D'Amato is singing this week. He's singing all over. He sings on our show once a month.
Very good.
I don't know if you know him. He's great. Eddie Sessa. He's at the Polo Lounge tomorrow night. Every
Yeah.
Friday we go to see
Yeah, I've
Eddie.
seen Eddie many times.
The
Does it.
opera night, here it is coming up. This is Saturday.
Oh,
So,
tomorrow.
yes, if you ever want information, just email me. And I think that's everything. I think we got everybody. And you even got to see my little clip.
Yeah.
So,
That's
hey,
great.
autism is popular. And kids today are learning so much more than they ever thought they could.
Yeah.
So I feel that movie just might make it. I hope,
Yeah.
Either way, it's a great love story. And pretty soon you can watch it on YouTube. But right now we're going to have like an opening in November. We're going to have a little screening in Belmore.
Very
It'll be
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
I hope,
My
you,
do-
I hope you don't get typecast as an Italian mother.
Oh, I do. But my daughter has been telling me for 3 years since I lost the job. She's like, you're not a movie star, Ma. You're not a movie star. Stop. But you know what? That's what an Italian family does. They say,
There you
you're
go.
crazy. What are you doing? But you know what? I'm having a great time.
And next
Good
thing
for
you
you.
know, they're saying, we knew it all along.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And you know what? At the end of the show, we ring the bell. I'll let you ring the bell. We usually throw the ball, but today I'm not going to because I got a new ball from Mazars. That's a company that does numbers. They're accountants.
Okay.
So I was at a
They know
big
it.
show yesterday, and they were giving out all kinds of balls. Believe it or not, they
So
were
you
soft
grabbed some
ones and hard
balls.
ones.
Hold it in your hands.
Boy, you'll be showing at 11 o'clock after that one.
That's
That's
right.
going to put her back in Facebook.
And don't forget KARAOKE. He's the
And
greatest
Google
guy.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. And that's a wrap, guys.